What's up, everyone? Welcome to my guide on Thai interior design and how you can incorporate its unique elements into your home. You don't have to live in Thailand to bring that kind of vibe into your space. And I think Thai interior design as a whole is known for its vibrant colors, its natural materials, and a bit of a blend of modern and traditional Thai cultural influences. This is not for the minimalists out there that like just white walls and maybe one table that everyone just stands around, not even chairs. We're definitely embracing the naturally eclectic nature of Thai design. Even though this channel is first and foremost about painting and decorating, I do like to talk about design styles that maybe aren't as notable as some of the other major players in design, like Bohemian and Farmhouse and Scandi and Japandi. I think there are people, maybe like yourself, who really want to just see something a bit new and different. So that's why I want to talk about Thai interior design. And in order to optimize an authentic Thai design in your home, I want you to focus on the following key features. So the first one is use natural and organic materials. This is pretty popular amongst a lot of design styles nowadays. And I think that's a good thing because natural materials tend to be sustainable and they also work in a lot of situations because nature exists all around us. So bringing it into the home is always a good thing in my opinion. So this can include materials like wood, which a lot of people have in their home already, rattan, cotton, and silk especially are most commonly used. And also, if you are going with wood, I think teak wood is a good choice. And if you have any bamboo accents, those are popular choices as well. Maybe even a lucky bamboo or two, you know? Apparently they bring you money. Still waiting on that. But so that's a pretty easy thing to implement. Natural materials, even if they're living materials as well, like plants. Also, vibrant colors. Now, this is going to be exciting for anyone that hates neutrals, especially gray, because with Thai design, gray is pretty much nowhere to be seen. We're talking bright shades of red, oranges, pinks, golds, turquoises. These colors are really meant to resemble Thailand's warm climate and culture. It's a beautiful place, by the way. I was lucky enough to visit there when I was working on cruise ships, which is kind of what inspired me to do this video, actually. Now, for any Buddhists watching, you might see some statues of Buddha or even silk pillows with Buddhist symbols or woven rattan room dividers to provide a bit of a spiritual touch. That's also pretty common and would suit a Thai design perfectly. It's definitely a worldly, culturally rich form of design, in my opinion. And in some cases, especially nowadays, you can have a mix of modern and traditional. This is the next point. You can blend some sleek, more modern furniture that you may already have from a pre-existing design that you were kind of going with, but by adding some handcrafted pieces from Thailand especially, and anything that is collected from your travels, maybe to Asia and that region of the world, it can really add an eclectic feel, an eclectic look, which can help achieve that Thai design. The next up is accessories. So not quite maximalism, I would say, but definitely not minimalism. You do want all of those little pieces that can really create the whole picture. Even things like coconut bowls or wooden bowls, paper lanterns are always a fun choice. And then those tropical plants is huge. So any plants that you might see in the region, that can help as well. Even if you got a nice yucca cane like I do, I love my yucca canes, that can work too. Something that's a little more structural and maybe something you don't have a ton of control over is an open layout. Open concept is an aspect of this design. And even though we're starting to go back to having rooms again, we don't want a big open space. Open concept in Thai interior design is very, very common. So that just gives you more of an open, relaxed feel. Optimal airflow as well, so nothing feels very stuffy. It's all very just, we're all together kind of thing. So if you already have a space that is pretty open, that's a good thing. That means that's one step you don't need to take if you're trying to achieve this look. This next one is probably the biggest one, and it's outdoor living inside. So what I mean by that is in Thai interior design, you can extend your living space from the inside of your home outwards into your patios or your balcony, even your front yard if you want, by using that natural wood, teak furniture, colorful decor, potted plants, and especially water features. If you can incorporate water, especially moving water like waterfalls or little fountains, that is going to really, really heighten the whole thing for you. So it's an interior design, but can apply to your exterior design as well. So really, when you bring all that together, Thai interior design combines natural elements with cultural pieces in a very modern, open layout. And by incorporating these aspects in your home, you can achieve a bright and eclectic space that really just reflects the exotic charm of Thailand. And now to finish up, I'm going to give you 5 colors, all by Benjamin Moore, that reflect a more traditional leaning Thai interior design. You could go for a more desaturated, muted, neutral color palette if you're going for a more modern approach to it, but I wanted to go colorful here because I don't often get to do that on this channel. So the first color is Morgan Hill Gold, and this is a beautiful kind of an ochre, gold, orange, brown fusion color, really, really rich, and has a pretty deep LRV of 37.5. So that means it's not going to reflect a ton of light, but it has so much warmth to it. So it's really going to add a beautiful sense of vibrancy to your space. And by going with Thai design, it really gives you an excuse to pick a color this rich and decadent. Canyon Rock is part of the CSP color line. And this is sort of a play on terracotta, but it has a bit of that red, almost pinky hue to it, a little more playful and fun, not necessarily as dense, I would say, as the previous color. Even though it is darker, it's a bit more mellowed out, a bit more of a clay type of coloration. It's going to feel a little bit softer, but still very much in line with those really pops of beautiful color that you see in this design style. Next up is Tulsa Twilight. Now this one's an interesting choice because when you look at it, it may look like dark gray or off black, but it's actually a very dark violet. I did want a little bit of purple in this palette just to sort of cut through a little bit, something that may reflect the night sky, let's say, but I wanted those warmer colors to really pop off the top, so I didn't want to go with anything too vibrant and punchy. This one is very rich and deep. It acts as your dark color, but that's the beauty of it. It's still a color. Next up, we have Copper Patina. So this is sort of that turquoisey, minty, fresh color. Really, really awesome color. It's obviously meant to resemble the patina on copper, but in reality, it's much brighter and lighter than that. Its LRV is around 61, so that's actually a pretty light color. It's definitely not in mid-tone territory. It's above that. So this could be a color you can use in, let's say, a bathroom or something, or in accent form because it is so different from those other colors. It's going to be lighter than all these other colors. It's obviously a bit cooler, minty, fresh, kind of airy. So it will really pop in those little pockets where you want to use it. And then to finish up, we have the neutral. You got to have at least one. And I'm going with papaya because I love me some nice tropical fruits from time to time. This color is more of a light, warm tan. There is a very slight sort of peachy undertone to it, but it's very modest, especially compared to all these other colors. So if we were thinking of paint colors and you wanted something as a neutral base, this would be a great choice to go with, and then have those other colors in little pockets, maybe not even in paint form for most of them. You can go with pillows, you can go with artwork, you can go maybe paint your furniture, things like that. This is sort of your baseline if you just didn't want to go too adventurous in all your rooms, let's say. Here's my Thai palette all together. Let me know what you think. And also let me know what you think of regional sort of interior design. I think it's really, really fascinating. I love people. I love the world. I love seeing all the differences and all the different things that we all enjoy. And I want to share it with you as much as I can. Here's another video about an interior design style that I really, really enjoy.